The night sky was quiet, scattered with stars, and the air traffic control room buzzed with routine scans. Flight PK-791, a commercial airliner from Islamabad to London, had just passed over the Persian Gulf when, without any warning, it vanished. One moment it was on radar, the next nothing. No distress signal, no mayday, no trace. The world was stunned. News agencies broke headlines. Passenger jet vanishes mid. Air 211 on board missing. Families collapsed in grief. Some believed it was a hijacking. Others assumed the worst, a crash over the sea. Search and rescue teams scanned oceans and deserts. Satellites were deployed, and international agencies collaborated. But nothing was found, not a single piece of wreckage, luggage, or debris. Eventually, after months of failed recovery, the passengers were declared legally dead. Insurance was paid, life moved on. But 5 years later, something impossible happened. At exactly 4:02 a.m., a radar blip appeared at Islamabad International Airport. The signal identified itself as PK-791. Air traffic control dismissed it as an error. But then a calm voice came through the radio. "This is PK-791, requesting clearance for landing." The controllers froze. A confused supervisor asked, "Confirm your flight number?" "Pakistan 791, the pilot replied. The runway was cleared immediately. Military and emergency crews rushed in as the plane descended. It looked exactly the same. Same tail number, same logo, as if it had never left. When the doors opened, 210 passengers walked out healthy, alert, and acting like nothing had happened. Is this London? Why are we back? Did we make an emergency landing? Security quickly quarantined them. Officials questioned the crew and passengers. What they heard was chilling. The passengers believed they had been in the air for less than 7 hours. To them, everything had been normal. They had no idea they'd been missing. Medical checks confirmed something stranger. None of them had aged. Not a single wrinkle more. Watches showed the same time as when they'd left. Phones had the last text messages from 5 years ago and no updates since. One passenger named Zain, a university student, said quietly, "There was light all around us. No sky, no ground. Just white." And a voice whispering, "You cannot go back yet." As the world tried to understand what had happened, the mystery only deepened. Scientists examined the black box. The recording was smooth until 4 hours before landing, then turned into static. No voices, no engine hum, as if the plane had left physical space itself. Astonishingly, there was one passenger missing. According to the boarding log, 211 people were on flight PK-791. Only 210 returned. The missing individual was a scientist named Dr. Kamran Halim, known for his top-secret research on electromagnetic fields. His wife had remarried. His children had grown up without him. Now, he was gone, and no one knew why. People speculated wildly. Some claimed the plane had entered a wormhole or time loop. Others insisted it had been abducted by an alien force. Religious scholars debated if it was divine intervention. One retired pilot presented an old, classified report to a government official. In 1989, a drone vanished in similar conditions over the Atlantic. It returned 3 months later with no fuel burned and the clock frozen. The incident was buried. The Pakistani government issued a public statement calling the event a rare atmospheric anomaly. But the passengers could feel the truth. Something far beyond human understanding had happened. Zain started keeping a journal. His entries revealed he was seeing strange visions. "I wake up and hear the same voice from the plane. It calls me. It says I left something behind." One by one, the passengers began reporting odd behavior. Some developed insomnia. Others experienced memory loops, reliving the same hour again and again. A woman tried to board a plane to London but screamed when she sat down, claiming, "We're still in the air." Mental health professionals diagnosed it as shared trauma. But the question remained, why didn't the 5 years pass for them? As pressure mounted, the government quietly removed the passengers from public records. Some were relocated. Others disappeared. Zain, however, continued to speak online. His final post read, "We thought we came back. But what if we never did?" The account was deleted hours later. And the flight? PK-791 was grounded permanently. But air traffic controllers still say, every few months, just past 4:00 a.m., the same plane pings their radar, then vanishes again.